I bought my sister a car. And no, it's not the same little sister. I have two blood sisters. Now, my sister's birthday was on the 26th, and one day I woke up and it was so heavy on my heart that I needed to get her a car. And trust me, initially I ignored it because there's about 4 Chanel bags with my name on them. But after sleeping on it and praying on it, I went ahead and started the process. Her car was starting to give her a little trouble anyway, so the timing of her birthday was perfect. And a big shout out to Jonathan and Hyundai of Roswell because the whole entire process was seamless. Now, granted, I went in there knowing exactly the car I wanted and what I wanted to spend. And my boy did everything in his power to make sure I was accommodated. So the car I wanted had to be shipped from another state, so I went in and did my paperwork early so that once the car arrived, I could just pick it up. After I signed everything, I ran to the store to get a couple of knickknacks to throw into a gift basket. And yes, I know she just would have been happy with the car, but like, who would I be if I didn't do too much? Because the smallest details matter. I went home, showered, and changed into a dinner outfit before putting the gift basket together. It came out so cute, and at this point, I was starting to get nervous and excited at the same time. An hour later, I took an Uber to pick up the car, and then I headed to dinner. And here's where the fun begins, because I really had to play my role so she didn't figure out the surprise prematurely. I picked up her fully loaded 2025 Sonata Limited Hybrid, and then I headed to H&W Steakhouse where she was eating dinner with a friend. I brought my auntie along with me so she can record in the group chat for the family, plus I needed some moral support. And at this point, let me shout out the staff at the H&W Steakhouse, the valet, my waitress, her waitress, 30 out of 10. When I tell y'all they was on top of it, they helped me out so much pulling this surprise off. Keep in mind, there's not a lot of dividing walls in this steakhouse, so the fact that she did not see me, 30 out of 10, I'm just so grateful they helped me out. I was sending drinks and everything to her table, and they were just so amazing at keeping the secret. Now, a few times, me and my auntie almost lost the plot because that food was so good, but I'll tell y'all about that later. The waitress gave us the signal that we needed to head out because my sister was about to leave. So we dug down and watched the valet as he gave her her key to her new car. When I tell y'all she was so surprised, she was not expecting it at all. In fact, she had the key in her hand and she still was just shocked until she saw my face. Being in your 20s and trying to figure out life is tough. Trust me, I know. And sprinkle a little car trouble on top of it, it's enough to take your edges out. And just being a little transparent, this was a scary decision for me to make, which is why I went back and forth. And not because she didn't deserve it, all my siblings deserve the world. I just didn't know if I could handle it. But when I tell y'all God is so good and he looks out for me every time I bless somebody else, so I know my blessings gonna come back tenfold. But in the meantime, my girl gonna be on the road in her new 2025. And when I'm old, crusty, and 102 years old, and I need a little knee cartilage, one of them better donate it. But the night ended in the best way ever. I got up this morning, got me in the acai bowl, cause I was tired. Everybody say happy birthday to Julia, and I hope you had the best birthday ever, Bookie.